Thanks, Justin. So in their season opener win this past Monday, the Rhode Island Rams were absolutely unstoppable on the offensive side of the ball. In fact, 10 out of the 11 players who touched the hardwood scored points, including 6 players scoring in double digits. Leading the way was Sebastian Thomas with 18, while Jaden House added 16 off the bench. Now, this was the first time Rhode Island had 6 players in double figures since December 2019. But the question is, gentlemen, will the Crusaders have an answer for Rhodey's balanced offense? Thanks, Nathan. Well, you're absolutely right. After a 2-game road trip, the Rhode Island Rams are back in the Ryan Center. Now, this is interesting because in the Tammy Reese era, the Rams are 55-14 at home, averaging 68.5 in 69 games. This comes in handy for them against the Black Bears. Now, you might be asking why. Well, the all-time record against this team is tied at 14 apiece. And the last time Maine visited Kingston in 2022, the Rams won in convincing fashion. Gentlemen, to quote Dorothy from Wizard of Oz, there's no place like home. Thanks, Zach. Well, if you're looking for one of the most enthusiastic environments in women's college basketball, look no further than Education Day at URI. Check this out. 5,000 plus students from 38 schools in Rhode Island will pack the Ryan Center for today's game. This is the 3rd time Rhody has offered free admission to students, posing a season-high attendance of 6,918 last year. Gentlemen, the wheels on the bus go round and round, and once again, they've made it to Kingston.
With a 3-point lead over Maine, largely in part to NL Dutat, Rhode Island's newfound 3-point threat. With more, here's Chris Ward at the baseline.
Well, that's absolutely right, Nathan. She scored 2 of her first 3-pointers, as we just saw. And why? Because she is one player on this Rhode Island Rams roster that can do it all. Coming into her own last season, the France native has been on fire this season alone. Besides dropping 8 points of her own tonight, she matched her career high of 13 twice on the recent road stretch. In her career at URI, she averages 6.6 rebounds and is an absolute menace on defense. In the first half, she has 8 points, 3 rebounds, and 1 assist, along with a steal and 2 3-pointers, as we mentioned. Now, gentlemen, she's my favorite player personally, but she's also my dad's favorite player, so that says a lot. First things first, Aiden, that's just showbiz. But beating multiple times during every season has been second nature for Rhody and UMass. But after this season, things are going to be a little bit different as UMass is going to the MAC. Tonight's 165th meeting marks the final time that UMass visits the Ryan Center as members of the Atlantic 10. The series goes all the way back to 1908, with the Rams being the Minutemen's most faced opponent. However, with only 120 miles separating Amherst and Kingston, maybe this isn't goodbye, but rather see you later. That's right, Aiden. 2 legendary Rhode Island Rams were honored at halftime. Basketball legend Steve Chubin and Dana Smith entered the Ring of Honor this afternoon. Smith is regarded as the greatest point guard in Rhode Island's women's basketball history, recording over 1,000 points and a program record of 793 assists in 4 years. She's also 3rd in 3-pointers and 2nd in steals. As for Chubin, he is the 8th leading scorer in men's program history and helped the Rams to an NCAA tournament appearance in 1966. We want to congratulate the 9th and 10th members of the Rhode Island Basketball Ring of Honor.
Now it's time for what some call the best part of the game. We'll hear from Chris Ward down the sideline. Chris, what do you got for us, buddy?
Aiden, how I've missed you, not gonna lie. But you know, as basketball season is starting here in Kingston, Rhode Island, we're seeing a lot of new faces and a returning face as well. This offseason, URI added 5 transfers to their roster this year. One of these transfers is already familiar with Kinney Blue, that being senior guard Sebastian Thomas. But with all these new faces, the team has been dubbed a mystery. However, junior center Javonte Brown said on Friday he likes this because they can sneak up on people. And with 5 points combined by the transfers already, they're making an immediate impact. Gentlemen, it's always good to see some new guys here in Kingston.